14 here with my Week 1 team builder for the PEBA against the Magic Guard, coached by none other than Kenneth 2.1, or version 2.1, I think that's what his username is. But anyways, we got a monstrous squad to go against him today, and kicking it off is going to be Weavile, the Quicksilver, or Quicksilver the Weavile. I guess I said that backwards, but he's going to be rocking out with the Expert Belt because I didn't want to be taking that Life Orb damage, because I feel like something on his team might have the Rocky Helmet for knockoffs and low kicks, stuff like that. But anyway, so yeah, this is a really good set. It's got knockoff, Icicle Crash, Ice Shard, low kick, just going for an all-out, just physically offensive, powerful Weavile. As you can see, his team has a lot, is actually quite weak to Weavile. Dragonite takes 4 times effective damage to Ice Shard and Icicle Crash. Mega Pidgeot is weak to Icicle Crash, Ice Shard. Articuno takes neutral. Alakazam, Gourgeist, and Slowking all take super effective damage from knockoff, and none of those Pokemon want to take a knockoff. Ditto probably can't really touch me as much because I think that I might even outspeed a Scarf Ditto, just because its stats are so crappy. But anyways, I have the low kick for the Rhyperior. The only thing that can really switch into this is the Clefable. But anyways, with Ice Shard, it's doing around, I think, 35%, which is good damage. Might force a Moonlight every now and then, and so I could use that opportunity to switch out. But anyways, so yeah, that's going to be our Weavile. And next up is Spin Cycle, the Rotom Wash, which is a leftover set. It is actually rocking specially defensive Rotom this week because of the Mega Pidgeot, which is a major threat. Can eat up a couple hits from Alakazam, but I'm expecting an Energy Ball Alakazam, so gotta be wary of that. Raikou, it can also eat up some hits, and this is just kind of a pivot mon to Volt Switch out, Hydro Pump to Toxic, because nothing on his team is immune to Toxic. There's no Poison types and no Steel types, so that's really nice. Light Screen, he has a lot of special attackers, like Mega Pidgeot, Slowking, Empoleon, Raikou, sometimes Zoroark, Alakazam, Clefable. He's just got a ton of special attackers, so I figured Light Screen would be pretty beneficial this week. So anyways, yeah, that's Spin Cycle, the Rotom. Next up is Factory, the Steelix, and he's going to be rocking the leftovers with these ability Sturdy. This is my main physically defensive wall with quite a bit of, good special defense EVs, because he's already got sky high defense. But anyways, this is mostly for the Dragonite. It does not get two-shot by Fire Punch and can kill it with a Stone Edge. Or at least it can kill it with a Stone Edge if his multi-scale is broken, which I'm really hoping to break with the Stealth Rock, because his team is somewhat weak to rocks. He's got the 3 flying types. Articuno takes 50%. I'm not expecting him to bring Articuno anyways. But anyways, I do expect the Dragonite, because that's a very big threat to any team. Anyway, so yeah, we're bringing Stealth Rock, Roar, Heavy Slam, and Stone Edge. We're bringing Roar just because quite a few of his mons can set up, and I don't want Steelix to just be setup fodder. And so yeah, that's why we're bringing Steelix this week. I've just figured it was our best defensive wall to go against him. And next up is Togekiss, the Togekiss. This is named after my, This is named after my good friend Togavor, aka Chris, but it has 0 EVs. There we go. We're going with a specially defensive Togekiss this week with Serene Grace, Wish, Air Slash, Thunder Wave, Defog. A little bit of a hack set, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do to win. So yeah, I needed a Defogger just because I have Weavile and Chandelure later on who are weak to rocks. So I decided to bring Togekiss. It's also a really good defensive, or especially defensive wall, and because he has so many like powerful special defensive or special attacking Pokemon, I really wanted to bring Togekiss. And so yeah, he's just kind of there to Thunder Wave, slow his team down a little bit, because he's got quite a few fast mons like Zoroark, Alakazam, Mega Pidgeot. Raikou isn't affected by Thunder Wave, because Raikou is the only thing that can really effectively wall this Pokemon, so I do have to be kind of careful of that. But anyways, Raikou can't really hit Soft Strike the Haxorus too well. It does not take a whole bunch of damage from an electric attack and can set up a Dragon Dance on him, which can in turn pretty much sweep his team. I feel like Ditto might come just to pick up that Dragon Dance, which can be a little scary. I just have to make sure that that Ditto is manageable at the end. But if he does imposter my Haxorus, I do have Weavile with Icicle Shard or Ice Shard in the back, just in case I need to kill my own Pokemon pretty much. Anyway, so yeah, we have a Mold Breaker Life Orb set. Mold Breaker will break the mold from Unaware Clefable, so Unaware is kind of useless in this situation. That's why I'm bringing Poison Jab, Earthquake, and Dragon Claw. This coverage is really can pretty much just body his entire team, barring like a super defensive Rhyperior with Solid Rock. But anyway, so yeah, that's Saw Strike, kind of just a late game sweeper, I guess. And next up is Scorch, the Choice Scarfed Chandelure. This is kind of a, what is it, Revenge Killer. So if I need something revenged and just destroyed, this is where Chandelure really shines. It's got Shadow Ball, Energy Ball, Memento, and Hidden Power Ice. Energy Ball, Shadow Ball, and HP Ice was really the only coverage moves that I needed on this thing. I really didn't need Fire coverage whatsoever, maybe for the Gaurd guys, but that's why I have Shadow Ball. And so I decided to bring Scarf Memento, just in case, or just like for last ditch effort, if I wanted to bring this in. And Memento, that Pokemon will drop 2 levels of special attack and physical attack, and so that can lead to a Haxorus sweep is kind of what I'm going for this week. But anyways, so yeah, that's the team, and I'll see you in the battle. Yo, what's going on all my Pokemon people? It's me, JCraves14 here with my Week 1 PEBA battle against Kenneth, aka the coach of the Magic Guard. And anyways, he's got a very threatening team over on the other side. If you haven't seen the team builder, just go ahead and rewind. It's going to be right back there in the front. But anyways, he's got a Rhyperior, a Raikou, a Gourgeist, Mega Pidgeot, Dragonite, and Alakazam. And if you haven't seen who we got, again, just go check out that team builder. But anyway, so yeah, looking at his team, I feel like just a night. He's got a couple of special attackers, very threatening ones like Raikou, Pidgeot, and the Alakazam. And I feel like he might even lead out with his Rhyperior to get rocks up, because I do have 3 Mons weak to rocks. So I decided just to lead out with my Rotom, as I can get a Volt Switch off, a Light Screen off, or Toxic, because again, nothing is immune to it, or Hydro Pump on the Rhyperior. So let's go ahead and start this. So he leads out with his Raikou actually, as I lead out with Spin Cycle. And because this is a special threat, he goes ahead and sets up a Calm Mind. This was pretty scary actually, so I went ahead and set up Light Screen turn 1 as he continues to Calm Mind. Here I just figured I'd get some, or I'd Toxic him, put him on a timer, you know, and so here I can't really switch out into anything because I'm not sure what it'll predict, but I just go for that Hydro Pump. I am specially defensive, so I can take that fairly well with the Light Screen up. And Leftover is giving me some recovery, while Toxic is really hurting him quite a bit. I thought that he would actually predict Steelix and go for an Aura Sphere, so I stayed in, and he actually really hurt me a lot with that Thunderbolt. I don't have Pain Split on this, so that kind of sucks, but anyways, I just go into Factory the Steelix here, predicting another Thunderbolt as the Light Screen wears off, which is a little bit unfortunate, but I did need those leftovers for sure. As now I'm fearing the Aura Sphere again, so I go right into Togekiss, but he goes for the Extra Sensory, which does some decent amount of damage, but I am specially defensive, so I can't take that. I go back into go back into Steelix here, predicting the Thunderbolt, as he goes for the Extra Sensory, gets a crit, a little bit unfortunate, but that's okay. He goes down to Toxic, so Rotom, I guess, picks up its first kill. So first kill of the year goes to Rotom. And anyways, he goes into Hong Kong here, and I feel like this is just an opportunity to set up my rocks, because I have a lot of physical defense, and he goes for the Rock Polish, and that makes me very scared. But just like I said in the team builder, this is exactly why I'm packing Roar, because he has so many setup mons. So I roar him out into Dubai, the Pidgeot, as I can't take a Heat Wave or anything, so I predicted that, went into Chandelure, and get the Flash Fire boost. Now, I really did not think that he would stay in here, so I went for the HP Ice. It was super effective, almost killed him, but I was predicting the Dragonite there, as he goes for the Hurricane and does a ton of damage to me. I am Scarfed and know that I will need that Rotom later, maybe for a Scarf Memento. But anyway, so I just go into Spin Cycle here, can eat up that Hurricane very easily. I am specially defensive, as he's still only at 10%, goes for another Hurricane, as I just go for the Volt Switch and kill Dubai. So that is 2 kills for Rotom. First 2 kills go to Rotom Wash, my defensive Pokemon. But anyways, I'm just going out into Scorch here. Maybe I'll get a Memento off, as he goes into his Gourgeist. I'm fearing the Shadow Sneak, so I go right into Togekiss, because I know that I can thunder wave air slash this thing if I need to. As he actually reveals the rock slide a little bit, like, kind of caught me off guard, but I go for the wish here as I'm at 36%, a little bit above the 35. I'm not sure if that missed like mattered a whole lot, but anyways, I'm gonna get my wish off, thunder wave him, so he's paralyzed. As I go for another wish because I know that I can eat up the rock slides. As he actually goes for a flame charge, so this is a very interesting Gourd guy set. I go ahead and pass this wish into Factory because he's got three physical attackers that are pretty threatening still. As Factory gets back up to 95 HP. As the Gourd guys goes for a seed bomb, we're able to eat that up because of our sky high defense, and we just roar him out into Malaysia, which was probably the best for him because it's got magic guard and not very effective. Dom is calling me methodical in the chat over there, but anyways, I just go into Toga Chris here, fearing like the energy ball or HP fire or something like that. Anyways, he goes into Hong Kong. Went for the air slash there just because I wanted to try to break the focus sash on the Alakazam. I figured that he would probably have it for like I don't know, Weavile or something, but here I just go into Rotom because here, let me explain this real quick. I went into Rotom because I knew that if he rock polished, I would just go down as fodder, and I could come back in with Steelix and roar him out. Or if he decided to that was if like he attacked, and same thing if he just set up a rock polish. And I knew that by going into Rotom, it would threaten him from my Hydro Pump, and so he had to attack me basically. So anyways, so he goes for the rock slide, kills Rotom, so that, bye-bye Rotom. First kills and first death. So I go into the Steelix here as he does nothing to me with the Ice Punch, and I just roar him out again. Very, very glad that I brought the roar on the Steelix, and finally, I roar him into Dragonite. Very nice for me, as he goes for the Earthquake. This is my Dragonite counter. I go for the Stone Edge, getting some really nice damage off, but he has weakness policy. Really caught me off guard there. Did not expect that. As I can still eat up another hit. Does 51% to me, quite a bit, but I go for the Roar. Roar him back into the Gourgeist, as he does frisk my leftovers, but that doesn't matter. And I'm just kind of hoping for the paralysis here, as I do get it and get the Heavy Slam. I kind of wanted Factory to go down here so that I could set up with Haxorus and just sweep, but he actually gets paralyzed twice. And so that might have actually worked out in his favor, because now my Steelix is just kind of a sitting duck. As he goes into Malaysia, I feel like he'll over-predict and go for the Psyshock, but he doesn't. Goes for the Energy Ball, and down goes Steelix. So anyways, I go into Scorch, the Chandelier here. I just go for the Shadow Ball just to kind of test if he was sashed or not. I figured that he was, and he was. But anyways, I did break the sash. He kills me with Shadow Ball. And here, I'm feeling pretty confident I can just clean up with Weavile, pressure him up, you know. So I go for the Ice Shard, kill Malaysia. So that's one kill for Weavile, as he goes into the Rhyperior. And I feel like I might be able to take a hit from this thing, so I go for the Low Kick. It does not kill, and another Weakness Policy activates, and he goes for a Rock Polish. Crazy. Anyways, I have to hope that Ice Shard kills, and it does. It did a minimum of 23%. And anyways, so in comes Singapore here, as I click, or he clicks Extreme Speed, just last ditch effort, and I click Ice Shard again. It's a crit, doesn't matter. But anyways, Weavile is able, the captain of our team, is able to clean up that match very nicely. So that is our game number 1 of the PEBA. I'm not sure if Kenneth has a channel. I don't think he does, but if he does, I'll link it down in the description below, along with his Twitter. Thank you very much for watching the first week of the PEBA. I am JCreams14. Have a nice day.